must have been a rude awakening from hibernation to find out.
Auntie's Choice is the proud maker of Spacer's Chaw, Zero-G Brew, and antibiotics. Everything you need to get through your day.
Never been the type. Welcome to the Name-Pending Saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. What'll it be, stranger? Why, sure. What, between them, any particular topic you have in mind? Oh, Minister Milverstreet's blessed with the gift of gab. Shares command of Fairfield. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot. Vox Station's run by a brigadier by the name of Montelli. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions. Tell you one thing you can't avoid, the bridge. No other way around it, and at present, it's held by Protectorate. We have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward Operating Base, they call it. You're asking me for the particulars of a high-level corporate acquisition. Like they merged, rebranded. Auntie Cleo seems in charge now. Dunno. Do my best to steer clear of corporate intrigue. My pleasure. Got anything for me in return? Apologies, but tall tales and poorly formed fabrications. Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur. That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders? At present, my top favorites are 1. The Drunken Haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-Minded, 4. The Fair Shake. Now tell me, which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here? Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan. Wait, have you already read it? Did you sneak in here whilst I was on break and peruse it in its entirety? Well, you must be some kind of intuitive business genius then. Hope you're not staying in town long. Don't need the competition. Anyhow, pick your poison. And I am mostly not being literal there.
Time for another performance review already. Apologies, I'm still applying the required elbow grease to scour these surfaces, just like a novice facility sanitizer should. Oh no, I'm not getting demoted again, am I? This meritocratic society is still so foreign, the workplace skullduggery, that I fear I'm not cut out for this canid, eat canid lifestyle. Seems the only way to flourish is through general... Never picked up those skills in my 50 years as Fairfield's drone operator. Pity they didn't keep me on there. I was quite skilled at it. Well, you're right. I wanted change. Trying to stay on top in the cut...
Our target audience here is people who want to forget their worries, and sometimes their names.
Finally find a way to get ahead, and this happens.
Too much spacers ale. Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you.
I don't care where they post me, as long as it's as far from those horrifying.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it.
Holler when you're ready for me, Doc. I'll be over here. Don't mean to sound unsociable, but wouldn't mind conversating a bit, though. Anything to take my mind off the pain I was on. I returned fire like it was a sear. It was all going fine until the damn thing blasts me while I'm reloading. Mighty uncourteous, you Trooper Faulkner. No idea. As for the rest of these fine folk, they were attacked by Protectorate while defending the forward operating base. Only one of the most lucrative posts. The FOB is our main line of defense. The man in charge, Commander Torres, is a legend. Rumor has it his troopers are relentless, fighting through wounds that would kill most. What I wouldn't give to join his outfit. Now, there's an idea might be worth considering. They do say it's all a moot point till I can get this arm of mine mended. I suppose it could be worse. At least Command's not throwing us at that relay station. Can't imagine the casualties he'd be dealing with then, given all its defenses. I don't know. You some kind of doctor type? I hate to stifle your curiosity, but I'm not looking to be... don't sweat it none. Auntie's Choice advocates for self-reliability anyway. Can't go around expecting other people to solve my problems for me, right? No, I'll be... Anyway.
You'd make a great lower manager.
I must ask you to hold still.
Can't you see I'm busy trying to look busy?
You look My liver ain't the lily kind. Tell it to me straight, Doc.
The bullet shattered your tibia and all but demolished your There is good news, however. I recently enrolled in a course on advanced amputation techniques, so I'll be seeing a positive return on my investment sooner than expected.
Yeah, Doc. Is this really necessary? Kind of need my...
I don't have time to argue about this. I have other patients waiting. If you're disinclined to...
Say, how sore are my pockets gonna be after all this, Doc?
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer. Well then, she should have thought about that before getting
This is a mighty big decision, Doc. Can I have a moment?
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway. It would be inappropriate to hazard a guess on the exact percentage, but be assured I've reduced the margin of error significantly over the years. I hope the air isn't too thin up there on that high moral ground you're standing on. Honestly, the last thing I need right now is judge. In case it isn't apparent, I'm having... And then there's Erickson. Something happened with a drone. I don't know. You'd be better off speaking with him about it. Oh, good lad. But he's mistaken. It's not more hands Short of you skipping back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt anything can be done to accelerate the timetable for treating these soldiers. I am a doctor, not... Now, was there anything else? Some. Most still. In truth, I expected more resistance given the sudden transition. But I'm not one to complain of a headache I don't have. Oh, certainly. Right after I see to all these other patients who arrived before you. Such hysterics would not endear you to me, no. It had better be important. Pharmaceuticals ban...
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk on bold ideas.
Whoa! How in the blazes did you get in there? Huh. Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned, too.
Yeah, it's real sad. Anyway, thanks for your help, friend. We were nigh at our wits' end trying to get into that armory. Now we can stop speculating on what's inside and actually do some work. And humble, too. Appreciate your help.
I guess the real treasure were the guns we found along the way.
On our side, anyway.
Leave me be. I have no interest in dealing with the machinations of you dark marketers today.
Didn't you already leave? Time's a waste. Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove.
Auntie's Choice is the proud maker of spacers.
This is a humbuggery-free zone. Thank you kindly.
Void, take this term. If you're about to blast me about fixing that void-forsaken terminal, it'll have to wait. I'm entitled to a break like anyone else. It's in my contract. I tripled. Sorry, I've had an accusation of laziness. I'm no loafer, mind you. Just happens I like to work in measurable gains. I'm a technician. I've been getting pressure. The drones are ready to launch. All that needs doing is fixing their targeting priorities so that drones are only as dangerous as their programming. But I know it probably seems like we're up to our ducks and troops, but half of them are ex-Protectorate trainees who can't tell the business end of a rifle. We need these drones. What? Oh, yeah. Must have gotten jammed in there. If I can get these drones launched, you're welcome to help yourself to it. Guessing that means you're flat out of idea? Not that I need the help of some Protectorate townie, understand, but bet a fellow drone operator like him would have some insight into all this perplexity.
Protectorate folks must have been bored out of their mind you, this place really sticks with you. The mud, in particular.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas on how to dispose of it.
No signs of corrosion. You just stopping by to admire the mines? Or is... See this, however. The whole... No sky mines. Truth is, maybe I could use some help. I'll be over there if you need me. Way... All right, so you got her working. Bully for you. No, sorry, you're right. You did me, and all of Fairfield, a good turn here. Just thought I'd feel more relieved when the launcher was working again. There's just this weight in my chest won't loosen. Protectorate could launch an attack from that Vox station anytime.
What if the mines aren't enough? Guess I won't have much to worry about then, will I? Here, managed to cobble some frags together from a damaged miner, and seeing how expertly you worked. Nice job with the mines, but I've got other jobs that need doing.
Purple Berry Crunch. Accept no imitations. The cake, as you know, is authentic. Now with 110% of your daily chemicals.
Don't cause trouble. I don't need the extra paperwork.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like? Well, if it isn't, what I meant to say is that we now have the new improved Purple Berry Crunch. Now with 10% more flavor. Now, there's a stumper. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, let's try this again. Welcome to More Perfect. Thanks for noticing. All part of the presentation, of course. Think success, present success. It'd be a mite tricky for anyone to swipe something when I'm standing right here. Nothing gets past these people. I've been working the store going on, still finding my stride with all the marketing suavities, as you witnessed. Advertising's been a right struggle to get a hold of, much to my... Well, advertising is an essential part of my... According to the guide, in situations such as this, I'm to consult my marketing department for new copy. Except I didn't want to seem discourteous by asking. I still sometimes forget. Thanks for all your help. Now, is there anything I'm sure...
Do your job like your CEO is...
How can I improve your day? Like they say.
Ectoplasm. Wait. Heavens, Auntie, you scared the living daylights out of me. Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes. You know, you might be right. I'm reliably certain I do not want to find out. Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just mistook you for another unfleshly manifestation. Look, I know how it sounds, like I'm a few crabbles short of a hurt, but just it all started, happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost him hereabouts. I turned a corner and they'd up and vanished. I've knocked on doors, peeped a few windows, but then the being of pure information probably wouldn't linger on this plane any longer than necessary. Well, maybe. I still don't know all the particulars yet. But it's one theory. I certainly won't say no to having a fresh set of lamps on.
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the low. Seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subject. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room. I have hacked into their system downstream. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still not. I thought my duties complete. Information I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Points. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, while I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it. Though it means I did it. They are all dead. With the complete gullibility of the Protector, I can only keep telling myself it had to be.
What happened to Auntie's hologram? It's just not the same without it.
No. No. No.
Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize.
Yes, but you must understand the Protectorate's...
Like the week prior and the week of Dent.
It would be difficult to...
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my two old canid.
No,
Auntie.
Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like...
Yes, and...
Good. See that it is done. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spying. Though you're not wanting for Moxie. I'll give you that.
Hold a moment, Carr.
A surprisingly good point, especially from you. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes.
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milver Street, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs? Splendid, because I'm not interested in hiring any more idiots. I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, but I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island? Ambitious, aren't we? Easily. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. Please, hear me out. Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing, but for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaning. The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment to the Ministry of Accuracy. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Sealong, to retrieve said information, but I have not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the worst. Protectorate subjects willingly submit themselves to a kind of, but I have reason to believe that their system is less rigid than Protectorate leadership would claim. It's ripe for, yes, one additional word of warning. The good Commander Carr shall not take kindly to your working with me, though that is a bridge most worth burning in my estimate. An opportunity to attain. Find your way to the Ministry of Accuracy. The prodigal freelancer returns. Go visit the Ministry. And I have some faint record. The record room is in this building. You have my permit.
Commander, your munition supplies are low. It is best we discuss acquiring more ammunition when we are next traveling together.
Gads, the hologram's gone down.
I'm simply not credulous enough to accept this is where I've ended. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of breaking my back trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. The bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work? I've got a lot left to do and not much time left. You're back. Why? You read my terminal? How? Not that I thought anyone had come snoop. So, why are you so interested in my other work? You're, assertive, and, I've been looking for some backfills with the kind of cleverness usually only found on the seedy lower decks of the claim. Feel like making a few bits?
It's Auntie's flagship, where all the best movers, shakers, and up-and-coming ne'er-do-wells hone their killer instincts. Work for me and you may see it someday. Interested? Wonderful. Your jib is exactly the kind of cut we could use right now. I'm part of Sub Rosa. We're a group of merchants, information brokers, and commodity traders who deal. We're the best way to get things done in anti-space if you're looking for profit. Want to buy it, sell it, move it? We've got... They were rubes. They had to be dealt with so we could all... So, long as your brain pan's filled with more than a half-dead sprat spinning on a rusty wheel, I absolutely... Oh, isn't that just wonderful? And all we need you to do is access Quartermaster Cardosa's terminal and scrub any Spectrum vodka from her lid. It's already been resold, so having it in her system could become problematic. It'll probably be nothing. She's just a sergeant. So, if she catches you, about the worst she can do is a switch on the rest. Because we are the black market in Arcadia. Odds Sub Rosa feeds that appetite to not just survive, but to thrive. Trust me, for both short-term benefits and long-term prospects, you want to be our friend, and I'll be waiting.
All right, that new game smells wearing off.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples. Is that not why you've come? Because you discovered our recent larceny at the greenhouse? The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays. You must have a weak mind to have fallen prey to such dubious marketing. I bet you don't even know half of what's in what you consume. The horror of it. Starving? Hardly. We have greater stores of strength than you suppose. This hunger is a momentary distraction, nothing more. If you are conniving for some concession of weakness, you will be...
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time?
Please, stay. It would...
Not very copious.
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead. Spare me your insults. They mean less than nothing coming from the mouth of a corporate pet. I would sever my own hands at the wrist rather than sign a corporate contract. A generous offer. But we prefer to die in the service of the... This was...
Sir.
Guess I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message. I appreciate that. Emmeline will be pleased not to have to worry about her fruits and such going missing anymore.
Gonna need a bigger storeroom for all these orders.
Knock off the funny business.
Takes all sorts.
Consume in peace and we won't have a problem. Schedule an appointment if you need to talk to me.
Banter.
Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like. State your division and I'll get you outfitted, quick and proper, or your next provision's free. If you're not with a specific... As Chief Replenishment Officer, it's my privilege. Tell me what you need and I'll do my ample best to supply you. Good eye. If things had turned out differently, it might be someone else standing here. While I'd be off piloting one of those beauties. Don't have the aptitude for flight, apparently. But this role suits me fine. I like the upward mobility, in the metaphorical business sense, I mean. What? She'll start bleeding fuel during it. I'd best go and... She looks all right. And over there, you see, the fuselage has been modified to endure the pressure. Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to support. No one here but you, me, and several tons of well-oiled machinery. What's this about? Business is always... What do you need this? As if...
Whoever took down our anti-home... Hologram is a traitor of the highest order. Makes me wonder if these folks even want to be civil.
Something I can help you with? Not yet. Though, if anyone asks, I'm making You'd think so, huh? But these Protectorate systems aren't like ours back home. Trip the wrong switch and you get locked out. Have to start all. Ain't defeatist. Sometimes you gotta get away from the... You vent...
Not everyone's cut out for life in an anti.
What's the fastest way to climb the corporate ladder?
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted? How grand. That officially mops up the last of the... And while this might be a tad fewer bits than you were... Just keep watching for...
Outsider. Sorry, time is bits. Bits is time. Or are, that is.
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself, wait till tomorrow.
Huh.